Hi, we're here today with Continental from Granite City in the USA. They're going to play a show at the KTS in Freiburg with the Forum Volters. Nice to have you here, guys.
Hello. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi.
You can just introduce yourself if you want to and tell the audience who plays what instrument in the band.
My name's David. I play the guitar.
Derek and drums.
I'm Steven, I play bass.
I'm Rick, I sing and play guitar.
All right, you're halfway through your tour. You played 8 different countries so far. How has the tour been going so far?
The tour's been going great, but Stephen will elaborate.
Stephen, you tell us about the tour.
Yeah.
The tour has been incredible. Better than touring in the U.S., certainly. We want to just keep going. We're not tired. We're not worn out.
And you still got a lot of shows to come, haven't you?
A month of adventure left.
Sounds pretty good. The constellation in your band is a bit special. I guess you spoke about that topic pretty often. Rick and Stephen are not just in one band, but they're also one family. It's father and son. How did that happen? How did the band form, and how exactly did the 4 of you ended up playing together then?
Jeez, I thought you were gonna ask how he happened, and I didn't want.
We can come back to that later on if we want to.
Yeah, we all know the story of the birds and the bees, but well, how it came to be was I've been in this racket for a long time, strumming those 3 chords and making up songs. So, but I kind of retired. I didn't want to do it anymore because I thought it was a pain in the ass. I mean, lugging those amps around and just trying, selling yourself is just really kind of crazy. If you think about it, you know what I mean? But in our society, we really respect the salesman. That's far more important than creativity. So I was coming up with a batch of songs just for fun, basically, just because for my own amusement. And Steven had heard some of them, and he was getting together. He was real young at this time, like 18 years old or so, and him and a couple of friends, he said, "Dad, can we play some of your songs?" And I said, "Yeah, what the hell? I got an abundance of songs." So, but as it turned out, I went down to, whose basement was that anyway? Kyle's?
Kyle Prediger.
Kyle Prediger down in Hull, Massachusetts, and I went down there.
The big one.
And all of a sudden, I thought they were going to suck. I was like, these guys, are going to be terrible. But then Kyle was on the drums and Zach was on the guitar. These were 2 guys prior to these guys. This was about 4 or 5 years ago, and Steven could play the bass, and all of a sudden they were playing. I go, holy crap! Next thing I know,
We were playing a benefit show for a kitten shelter.
Yeah. And then, the rest is history. I mean, it just sounded pretty good, and I said, well, may as well do this for real one more time.
So you got in some young lads to carry all the stuff, though. Now that you've gotten older, it's pretty handy as well.
Yeah, because the old guys are a pain in the ass. You can't have 4 of me in the band. It would suck.
Music-wise, when I think about my relationship to my dad, he influenced my taste in music and everything through little records he listened to, and him playing the guitar and me listening to him. How is that with you guys? How do you experience now being on tour with one another, like father and son?
Well,
I'll let you feel this one.
I'll feel.
It is interesting. You don't hear it too often, like father and son going on tour with one another. It is like a different.
He's not a normal dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess not. And I don't know. Well, what I always say, and this is really the way I feel, is that once we're on the road, we're not father and son anymore.
Yeah.
Essentially, this is just the band.
Yeah.
I don't know if those guys look at me like Papa, and I look at them as the kids or anything. We're just playing music, and we're immersed in the whole fabric of touring. And I honestly don't even hardly think of him as my son.
Yeah.
I just think of him as another guy in the band playing.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, that's just the way it becomes. Sorry, son.
It's all right.
When did it all start off? How many years ago is that now?
Well, we became serious in the summer of 2010.
Okay.
That's when we knew we were going to have a plan. We put out an EP, and we knew we were going to tour. We had played for about a year, just like jamming around and working out some songs. But we became a full-fledged band in 2010. We recruited Dave, and then we had this other drummer, Tommy. But Tommy's going off to get married or something like that. Plus, well, we found a much better drummer. Truth be told.
We're going to listen to that later on.
Yeah.
Looking back on your music career, Rick, and you played in so many different constellations, what has changed? What do you think has changed? And what is it that never really changes being on tour and doing music?
Well, what never changes is just getting up there and playing. That's always the same. But I don't know. I guess just smartphones. It's the difference. We used to read magazines.
You talk about it all the time. Attendance, people cared more, everything. What do you...
Well, over here in Europe, it seems like people still love music.
Yeah.
For its pure form of music. But like in the U.S., really, people are more into big events. Like people don't seek out bands. I mean, I don't want to sound like the old guy, but it's just like I really believe that what people do nowadays is they're able to just click on.
Yeah.
So they can just scan and look, and that's how they seek out bands. Like in my day, it was word of mouth. You'd go to record stores, you'd get fanzines, you'd try, like it would be a task to seek out a band and then find out where they were playing, so there was a buzz about where you were going to go to find the music, you know what I mean? And it was real work. And now, like, kids are just on their computer. They go, they stink. Oh, pretty good, blah, blah. Like, they don't have, like, I mean, I think that's how it works, that people they can check out anything very easily.
Yeah.
Everything is right there. So they don't really have to, I don't know, they just don't have to do the legwork that we used to have to do.
I think it's, when I think about people who organize concerts and the people who organize a concert today as well, I think sometimes it does make it easy, though, because you can check out bands like you could probably never hear about, and then you check them out on the internet, and then the next step, like, you kind of try to bring them to your city, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it can help. Like,
it can be
well,
a useful tool, definitely.
Yeah. Now you've seen a lot and you played in a lot of different bands and everything. You guys are a bit younger, so I guess different ages kind of bring different expectations. So what do you think about, like, the day before you go on a big tour like this? What goes through your mind? Like, what kind of expectations do you have and everything?
We're all going to be rock stars.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yeah. I don't think about anything. It's probably the only time I have nothing in my mind. It's like the night before.
Yeah, zero expectations because every single minute on tour is a different situation, so you never know what to expect. So the best way to prepare yourself for it is to just not expect anything.
It's amazing that they've learned that so quickly, because I'm just starting to learn that. It's like, they're absolutely correct, though. That's what it is. You can't prepare.
Yeah.
Throw some clothes in a bag and go.
So you have a pretty laid back attitude to that. Like, being on the road is a huge part of your life. Still, like, is there anything that pisses you off on tour? Or is it just like awesome all the time?
No, our last tour manager, Peter. Hi, Peter.
Say hello to Peter there.
And Brutus.
So you got you released your first LP, All Man Can Do, and you're touring till the end of December, I think. Is that right? Or sometime in December?
We finish up in Europe on December 6th, then we go back to the States.
Yeah. Are there any plans after that? Like, what's going on?
Oh, yeah, we're recording our new album as soon as we get back. And then we have a big show with the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, a big hometown show. And that's it. That's all we have planned out right now.
Sounds pretty good. We're looking forward to see Continental tonight at the KTS with the Forum Walters. Thanks for coming out, guys. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
For more information, check out Continental band.com. Is that right?
That's right.
All right. See you next time. Bye
Bye bye.